In this English lesson, I wanted to help you learn the English term backhanded compliment. A compliment is something you say to someone that's kind of nice. Like if you said, your haircut looks good, your new haircut looks good, or wow, you look really good in that shirt. But a backhanded compliment is when you give a compliment, but it's actually an insult. Here's a really good example. I use a lot of technology when I make these videos, but I'm also old. So a younger person could give me a backhanded compliment if they said, wow, you make really good videos for an old man. So basically, they're saying something that sounds nice, you make really good videos, but then they add the little phrase, for an old man, which is kind of a little bit of an insult. By the way, no one's ever given me that backhanded compliment, but that would be a good example of what one would sound like. The other phrase I wanted to teach you today is the phrase to fish for compliments. When you fish for compliments, it means you're trying to get someone else to compliment you. You might say something like, how's my hair look? Or, hey, do you notice anything different about me today? Both of those phrases would be considered someone fishing for compliments. So, you know, when you fish, you go to a river or lake and you try to catch a fish. When you fish for compliments, you say things to try and encourage the other person to say something nice to you. So you could say something like that. I could say, hey, it's a pretty good video today, isn't it? Let me know in the comments. But you don't have to do that. That would just be me fishing for compliments. Anyways, to review, a backhanded compliment is a compliment that sounds nice but is actually an insult, or kind of a little bit of an insult. And when you fish for compliments, it means that you try to get someone else to give you compliments. It's kind of I do it sometimes. Sometimes when I get my hair cut, I'll do it. Hey, I'm just putting my gloves on for a sec. It's a little colder than I thought out here. Hey, let's look at a comment from a previous video. This comment is from Noriko. Wow, those phrases are really funny. Your camera decided to just go upside down, but the wheels didn't fall off. It kept recording the nice view. Keep yourself warm, sir. And my response, I said, a long time ago, I used to cut out segments like that, but now I feel like it makes the video more authentic. Yeah, when I first started doing these short videos, I would actually, if I made a little mistake like that, or if the camera did something weird, I would edit that out because I thought, I want my videos to be really, really good. Here, just a sec here. Oscar, hey puppy, how you doing? There, a little bit of a look at Oscar. Anyways, I used to cut those segments out, but now when something goes wrong while I'm videotaping these little lessons, I just keep the camera running, because I feel like it's more authentic. I'm more likely to say something just without thinking about it, which I think is a more authentic English lesson for you. Hey, the reason I showed you Oscar is because many of you asked questions about Oscar, in particular about how long he's outside when it's really cold out. So the answer I gave, I think, was, if it's like today where it's -3, anything above -5, Oscar will play outside for a couple hours. He does not mind at all. He actually, I think, quite enjoys it. Let's have another look at him. Here we go. He actually enjoys it quite a bit. But if it's below -5, now he wants to look at my tripod. If it's below -5, hi Oscar. If it's below -5, usually he goes out for about 10 minutes or so, and then we let him back into the warm, cozy house. Anyways, see you in a couple days with another short English lesson. Bye.